and welcome to the Author to Authority podcast. I'm Juanita Wootton-Radko, podcast co-host and grammar guru with another writer's workshop. The Writer's Workshop features shorter episodes that focus on the nuts and bolts of the writing process. On today's episode, we're looking at coming to a conclusion, how to wrap it up. But first, let's build our vocabulary with the word of the day. Forte, one's strong point. This word comes from fencing, the dueling sport. It refers to the strongest point of a This word comes from fencing, the dueling sport. It refers to the strongest part of the sword blade between the middle and the hilt. Use this word to describe someone's strength or specialty. Joyce is an excellent baker, and banana cream pie is her forte. Now, let's look at ways we can make our writing better by giving our work a strong finish. In grade 6, I gave a speech about motorcycles. True confession, I'd done little preparation and zero rehearsal. As I stood in front of the chalkboard, all I wanted was for my torture to end so I could sit back down again. I can't remember much about my speech except for my show-stopping ending. Want to ride a motorcycle without a helmet? Go ahead. It's your life or death. Except I forgot the punchline and it came out as, go ahead. It's your life, I guess. Do what you want. It is still painful, even as an adult. I don't know why people enjoy what they call cringe humor. That humiliating exit reaffirmed a crucial lesson. All writing needs three things: a beginning, middle, and end. But problematic endings are like bad breakups that leave your readers wondering, is that it? Let me ask you, have you ever left your audience longing for more with one of these bad breakups? Concluding with a sentence just tacked onto your final point? Keep reading to find out what happens next. Is this Scooby-Doo? Many serialized shows can end on cliffhangers, but really, your book should be compelling enough to keep your reader's attention from one chapter to the next. A logical, organized outline will help you to build on the ideas from beginning to a natural end. Some people may think, at least, or this is only my opinion. Ugh, I really hate these phrases. If you put your name on the cover, your reader will assume that they are reading your ideas and opinions. Dear friends, write boldly without apologizing for your point of view, limited experience, or lack of higher education. That doesn't mean you aren't smart. A well-formed opinion comes from research. If you have done the research on your topic, you can share the information you have gathered. Remember, you are writing this book to demonstrate that you are an authority. Here are three possible ways to write a conclusion to your book. You can include a brief summary of your main points. In my motorcycle speech, I could have made 3 points about how helmets are beneficial. They act as personal windshields, protecting your eyes and face from the elements. They allow you to see easily, and they protect your valuable cranium. Helmets equip you to ride off into the sunset. Thank you. That was cathartic. Now, another idea is to use a quotation. This is a feature that RTI books often have at the beginning of a chapter to capture the idea or mood. but it can also be used to round out a chapter as well. Look for quotes from well-known authors or experts in your field that support your message. Now, it's worth pointing out that some quotes don't age especially well. There were several motivational speakers in 2019 talking about having 20/20 vision, and nobody saw this year coming. Finally, consider making a call to action. What do you want people to do after they read your book? Invest in renewable energy, start a business, or maybe even just eat more veggies. Whatever you want them to do, tell them. Give clear directions on their next steps. Use the active voice when you do this. When you are ready to wrap up your next chapter, think about how you want your readers to feel. Empathy, that they can relate to your personal experiences. Curious, how did you solve the problem? And definitely you want them energized, ready to get up and change their lives for the better thanks to your book. Come to a conclusion with one of these 3 tips. End with a quotation from another great writer. All good things must come to an end. Remind them of the key points that you made to support your idea. Give them clear directions with a clear call to action. Hang in there and stick with it. It's all part of the process that gets you to your final goal, a finished book that shares your message with the world. That's it for today's Writer's Workshop. I'm Juanita Wootton-Radko. Thank you for joining me on the Author to Authority podcast. Have a wonderful holiday season and tune in to the Writer's Workshop on the Author to Authority podcast in 2021.